I'm on tilt, so I'm gonna play almost any 2 cards. Call. Call. Raise. Just kidding. But not kidding, but I actually did raise. I didn't say it like that. Hey, what's good everyone? I'm back out here, baby. I'm back out here in Vegas. Last time I was here, I was out here for my birthday week. And again, I'm trying to win at the Wynn. Hopefully, get some running good tonight. But hey, I got my Kobe jersey on. I'm ready to battle. So, alright, wish me luck. Let's get it. Alright, I'm out here in Vegas in the Cosmo. I got $100, one hand or more. I'm trying to get free buffet.
Here we go.
Wish me luck.
Let's go.
A few moments later.
I got a 3 and the dealer got an ace. Not even fucking close. There goes $100. I'm paying double the pay. Alright, let's go. Today, I go play 1-3 no limit at the Wynn. I buy in for the max $500. I get my chips and head to the table. Alright, back in Vegas. The last time I was out here, I went 3 for 3 in my poker vlogs. So let's see if I could go 4 for 4 and win at the Wynn. Starting off the session, Under the Gun raised it to $10, and then I look down at pocket 5s, and I just make the call. The button then 3 bets it to $35. Under the Gun calls, and when action's on me, this is an easy call, and we go 3 ways to a flop. Let's go set mining. The flop is Jack Jack 7 with 2 diamonds. Action checks a 3 better, and then the button bets out about a third size of the pot, $40. Under the Gun folds, and when action's on me, I'll make the quick call. This board shouldn't be hitting his 3 betting range very often. I'm putting on a hand like 2 overs like Ace King or Ace Queen, maybe a bigger pocket pair like pocket 10s. The turn is the 9 of diamonds, now bringing in the flush. I check, and surprisingly, he checks back. The river is the Queen of Spades. Again, I was putting him on Ace King, Ace Queen, or pocket 10s, and with the board being paired, a flush draw out there, and a straight draw out there, I thought I could put max pressure on 2 pair holdings and get him to fold. So I put my opponent all in for his remaining stack, $245. My opponent does a snap call, so that's a good sign. He does think for about a minute though, before making the... What the... What are you calling here with? I show my 5s, and my opponent shows Ace Queen for river 2 pair, and I double him up. What a call. Good call by him. But at least my read was right? But damn. Losing more than half my stack, my very first hand? Why do I always do this? This is not looking good, and I started off the session on mad tilt. So far, I am not winning at the Wynn. But let's see if I can make this comeback. So, moving on. After a few hands, the button gets to me and Under Gun raises it to $10. 3 players call, and then I look down at Queen 4 offsuit. Almost a Robbie with Jack 4, so close enough. And I just make the call. Remember, I'm on tilt, so I'm gonna play almost any 2 cards. We go 5 ways to a flop, which is a fun one. Deuce 3-5 with 2 spades, and I flop an up and down straight draw. Action checks to the cutoff, and he bets out $15. Only I make the call, and we go heads up to a turn. The turn is the 9 of spades, now bring in the flush, and I do have the 4 spades, just in case if we need a spade on the river. I also just need an ace or a 6 for my straight. He checks it over to me, and I do a semi-bluff for $30, and he quickly makes the call. See you on the river. And the river is the ace of diamonds, now completing my straight. He checks it over to me, and I feel like if he did have a flush, I don't think he's checking on the river to me, so my straight should be good. I didn't look over his stack, and we have similar stack sizes, so I go for it all. I go all in, and he snap folds. I guess that's better than snap call, right? I then show the Queen of Clubs just to throw everyone off at the table. I mean, after my pocket 5s hand, this should be no surprise to everyone. So I want everyone to think I'm on tilt. Oh wait, I am on tilt. The button moves over 2 spots. Under Gun +1 raises it to $10, and then I look down at Ace Jack offsuit and 3 bet it to $30. Only 1 player calls, and we go heads up to a flop. The flop is Deuce 9 all offsuit, and this board shouldn't be hitting either of us in a 3 bet pot. unless he has pocket 9s or ace deuce suited. Action checks to me, and I c-bet for $20, and he quickly makes the call. With my c-bet here, I'm just trying to represent a pocket pair, but he's probably putting me on my exact hand, 2 overcards. The turn is the 5 of spades. He checks again, and I decide to check back. The 5 shouldn't do anything, but now looking back, if I did have a pocket pair like pocket 10s or jacks, I would be betting this turn, so I should have double barreled to make my story add up. The river is the king of diamonds, which definitely hits my 3 betting range way more often than his. So when he checks it over me for a 3rd time, it doesn't seem like he has much. Maybe like pocket 6s or pocket 7s, so I think a bet should do it here. So I bet out $50, and my opponent doesn't think long about it. He makes the quick call. I tell him he's good because I didn't want to show my cards. He shows 5-6 for 2 pair and takes down the pot. Oh my, stunned.
I'll get you, bitch.
I am stunned. No respect here. I love it. Welcome to Vegas, Robinson. Just a few hands later, the button moves over 2 or 3 spots again. A few limpers limp in, and then I look down at 6-7 offsuit and raise it to $15. You could probably guess I'm still on tilt. Only the player to my right calls, and we go heads up to a flop. Flop is 5-10 king with 2 diamonds, and I brick this one. He checks it to me, and I c-bet for $15, and he makes the call. The turn is the 2 hearts, and he checks again. I bet $45 this time, and he snap calls. Okay, I'm pretty sure he has a king. The river is the 8 of clubs, and he checks for a 3rd time. Sneaky, sneaky, huh? This feels like bait. But I can't win with 7 high, and I'm not giving up. What's the saying again? Spitters or quitters? Well, I ain't no spitter, so I put him all in for $81. He snap calls. I show my 7 high. He shows king, queen, and I double him up. He trapped me real good on that one.
Gotcha, bitch.
I guess I'm a swallower. But adieu, man. The very next hand. Watch carefully, as I don't look at my cards at all. I shot out $6 on the gun. The cutoff didn't raise it to $17. The button calls, and then I go all in blind for 66. Gamble, gamble, baby. Only the cutoff calls, and we go heads up to a flop. I tell my opponent I haven't looked, and listen to what my opponent says.
I honestly haven't looked. I know, I saw. That's what. Oh, you saw?
Damn, good observation by him. I'm always curious to know if people know if I looked or not when I go all in blind, because this is not my first time doing this. I say that like I'm proud or something, or just a degenerate. The board runs out and my opponent tells me that I'm probably good. I tell him 1 at a time or both, and he says whatever you want. So I just flip over both, and I flip over 6-4 offsuit for a turn pair 6s, and I double up. Hey, let's go, baby. Gamble, gamble. That's why we out here in Vegas, baby. I can't be losing with the Nintendo 64. You know how many times I had to blow into the game just to make that shit work? Let's go. This next hand, I looked at a Jack 7 offsuit, and I should just fold. But then again, I can't win my money back if I fold. I make the call, but then raise it to $10. The big blind calls, I call, and so does the player to my left, and we go 4 ways to a flop. The flop is ace-7 king with 2 hearts, and I got bottom pair. Action checks to me, and I check. The player to my left then bets out $5. The big blind calls, and for $5 more, why not? Maybe I can hit another 7 or jack for 2 pair. 3 ways to a turn, which is the 8 of diamonds. This time, action checks all around. The river is a jack of clubs, which now gives me 2 pair, but it does bring a couple straights like queen 10 or 9-10. The big blind leads out for $10, which seems kinda weak. Maybe he has a weak ace with no kicker, so then I raise it to $50. The player to my left folds, and then my opponent quickly makes the call. I quickly announce to him 2 pair, and then he says, me too. Oh my goodness. I tell him you're probably good. So then he shows ace-8, and I just quickly muck my cards. Yup, this is exactly how my night is going. At the same time, I'm just over the session. Just a couple hands later, I'm under the gun and straddle for $6. Well, I went all in blind last time when I straddled, and it worked, so only the big blind calls, and when action's on me, I'm just gonna play the audio in the clip.
Why not?
Okay, all in.
My opponent quickly folds. Don't wanna gamble, huh? Lame. Last hand of the night, and it was the very next hand. I'm in the big blind, and I'm still on tilt. I'm just over tonight. I look down to ace-4 clubs, the button raises to $11, the small blind folds, and I go all in for 50. Only the button calls, and we go to run out. I flop a pair of 4s, and then of course my opponent turns a flush, and my hand is dead. So as you see in my title, tilt is a real thing in poker, and I get stacked and call it a night. So I don't go 4 for 4 in my poker vlogs, I definitely didn't win at the Wynn. But if you guys could hit that like and subscribe button, that will really help me out, and I'll take that small W. But thanks for watching, and see you on the river. Just not tonight. Alright, just got done with the session. Let's just say I did not win at the Wynn. I played pretty bad today. Definitely got on tilt after the pocket 5s hands. I didn't think he had anything, and I thought I could just get him off a fold with the board being so connected and wet, so many scare cards. I thought for sure he was folding. And then from there, I mean, as I just said, I just got on tilt and I just bluffed away my stack. I mean, I'm even calling all in and going all in blind. Pretty frustrating, but I was in for the game for 500, out for 0. So played bad, ran bad, and got on tilt pretty bad. But thanks for watching, and see you on the river. Just not tonight.